Okay, part five of my story time. So now, I think I left out the extremely hostile work environment and the security guard that blatantly falsified, but she was told to do this. That's now a manager or was a manager. They probably fired her. They're corrupt. You can do only do dirt for so long. It's a ripple effect. You reap what you sow. Inevitably, when you do wrong, it comes back to you. So now we're my character's being defamed and I'm being retaliated against like no other in an extremely hostile working environment. So I'm taking off work. I'm taking off work. I'm taking vacations right away. I'm taking ADA accommodations right away. Anything that I can get. I don't want to lead. Okay, so at that time, my mentality was I don't want to lead a job because the job we only have one job that one company in St. Louis, Missouri, that moves the whole metropolitan area in public transportation. There is no other company that has the resource in the upper mobility like this company. And not only that, it's in real estate. It's in I think they property and not okay property. I think they might have some maybe boats. They just had a plethora of opportunities. Why leave a company with this type magnitude of opportunity for toxic people? Inevitably, when you're as toxic like they are, um, the company will get rid of any company that is moving in a way that is conducive for the company. You get rid of toxic people. I wasn't a toxic person, but the narrative was changed so much and manipulated. And I had proof to prove everything, even the things I'm finna say as we go. And with my lawsuits, you better believe I have evidence. Like if it's not recordings, it's some paper trail. It's something that's gonna sustain and prove my innocence because I'm not gonna compromise myself. I don't when it comes to, like I said, when it comes to my safety, my finances, my mental stability, and my family. I think I said family already, or did I? I don't know. My family stability. I'm going to dot my I's and cross my T's, and it's of the great importance that I make sure that I do what I need to do to maintain the integrity of what I say. So right now we're on part five, and we're gonna go into my safety is ridiculously compromised. Like I'm just enemy number one. On one end, I'm loved by certain people. They like she stands up for herself. She I'm standing up in a way that I'm not fighting. I'm not attacking. I'm not any. We're not in each other's face or none of that. If you do something, you everybody know I'm gonna put paper on you. I'm just gonna put. I'm trying to move with more emotional intelligence and establish that there's other ways. Like, yes, it might the outcome that you want may take longer, but inevitably, if if it's God ordained, it's going to happen. And if it's in pure intentions and a good heart posture, the truth is going to come out inevitably. So I'm putting papers. I'm putting so much paperwork. Um, so we're now in January of 2022. We're in January of 22. I'm made to come back. Even when you take off, you have to come back after a certain amount of time. Even with ADA accommodations, you have to come back after a certain amount of days if it's just for one day. So I come back for just one day. Like, but unbeknownst to me, I have a passenger. This states he's gonna unalive me. What's so mind-boggling about him threatening me and telling and indicating that he has a gun and he's gonna blow my mind and things of that nature is that nothing escalated. It was no it's hit my injury. There was no conversation as well. He and I had a conversation about it's COVID. Just pull your mask up, But outside of that, we had no like, it was no argument or issue where it led to the extent to telling me you're gonna lie me. But then at the time, you have to understand when you're transporting a metropolitan area and dealing with all kind of walks of lives, let it be it sometimes some of the routes I had, it might have been a CEO that lived out in Wildwood or Listonwood far out and just caught the bus for just to save gas and not to be caught in traffic, but had owned a whole bunch of stuff. It was when you're dealing with the public, you meet all walks of lives. You treat them all the same. No, nobody is better than the other. We come in this world the same. We leave out this world the same. Color, skin, religion, origin. None of that plays a factor with how you treat a person. Everybody deserves the utmost respect, period. So I never had them type of issues. I never had somebody trying to fight me and all that. I always moved in a manner that you matter, I matter, we matter. Let's respect each other. So I'm totally in shock at this time. I'm like, come get this bus. This man. I'm literally at this company, and I don't know if I didn't listen to God or I was there to try to implement some kind of change or what was going on. But at this time at this company, I have endured and witnessed things I like. That was my working at that company was my first time seeing an overdose. Working at that company was the first time I was shot at and bullets flying by. Like the traumatizing experiences I experienced at that company, I never had in life. And sometimes God will show you why you should have left when you'll be like, oh God, this ain't right. But God is showing you should have left. But nevertheless, here go Naima, strong will. I'm like, God, we're just going to fix this. We're going to change it. We're going to make it positive for everybody. Everybody matters. We just got to do better. Okay, so anywho, this man threatens to unalive me. It's a hot mess. He doesn't show me his gun. He just has it in his. He acts like he has it. I didn't see it, so we can only assume because that's what he's saying, that he has the gun and he's gonna kill me. He's cursing me out. At this time he walked up to me. He's letting me know that he's gonna blow my brains out and things of that nature. I'm devastated. I don't know. I spoke to him kindly. I'm like, well, what happened? But we're dealing with multiple. Sometimes these people have multiple personalities, and then truth be told too, I'm gonna tell y'all a little secret, which you might already know, is that anybody can be touched and set up. So I cannot say I don't like the driver that does 76 hypothetically or does any route. Say I see little Pookie at the corner. Pookie, I'm gonna give you $20. Go smack her. Pookie gonna do it without any hesitation, and there's no kind of recourse because these people don't stay on the buses. If they gotta kick their way out bus windows, they're out of there. And then there's really nowhere to identify them other than the cameras and the security that is supposed to be in place. In this particular situation, the cameras were there and security came abrupt. They came fast and they handled things in this situation appropriately. And at this time, I was off. I was off work. I filed work misconduct. I'm like, I'm trying to navigate what I'm gonna do because I'm enduring too much and it's changing me. I'm hurting. For the first years of it, I'm extremely resilient with emotional intelligence, but at this time, I'm feeling like certain people in the union that's supposed to represent me, they're in bed with the company. So at this time, my paperwork is not being processed. I'm winning it, but by the time I win it, it's not even a factor because there was no like financial recourse or relief. It was just, oh, okay, you won this, but by this time it doesn't matter. Like when we bid on our runs, they don't do something properly. By the time they fix it, the runs are over with. We bid on a whole new run. Like it was no justice for what I was enduring outside of you won. I wasn't doing things just to win. I was doing things to implement change and do things proper because I'm big on order. I'm big on order. I'm big on doing things the proper way and in the just way. So